Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We will be presenting about the oral situational approach, a language teaching method that focuses on using real-life situations to teach speaking and listening skills. Let's dive into its history, characteristics, teaching methods, and its influence on language learning. The oral situational approach was developed in England between the 1940 and 1960 as a response to the reading approach, which focused mainly on reading and writing while neglecting listening and speaking skills. It was influenced by the direct approach, which emphasized natural communication, Freudian linguistics, which highlighted the importance of context in understanding meaning. The experiences of British educators who had been working with oral language teaching for years. This method became the dominant language teaching approach in Britain before it was later replaced by communicative language teaching. The oral situational approach emerged around the same time as the audiolingual approach in the US. Both methods aim to improve language learning. During World War II, when there was a need for soldiers and diplomats to quickly learn foreign language. However, the oral situational approach was more flexible. It focused on using real-life situations to make language learning more meaningful, instead of relying heavily on drills and repetition like the audiolingual approach. There are several key principles in this approach. Spoken language is taught first, before reading or writing. Only the target language is used in the classroom. Vocabulary is selected based on everyday use. Grammar is taught gradually, from simple to complex. Most importantly, lessons are based on real-life situations like ordering food in a restaurant or asking for direction.
Okay, next material is teaching methods. In this approach, language is taught using structures activities such as pattern practice. It means repeating sentence structures until they become familiar. Next, choral repetition. It means the teacher says a sentence and the class repeats it together. Next, memorization of dialogues. It means students learn useful conversations for everyday situations. And the last is speaking practice in specific context. It means students act out real world situations in class.
The defining features of this approach is its focus on real-life context. Here are some examples of how lessons are structured. And the first one is at the restaurant. Students learn how to order food, asking for recommendations, and pay the bill. And the second one is at the post office. They practice mailing letters, sending package, and buying stamps. And the third situation is at the bank. They learn how to withdraw money, open an account, and ask for bank service. And the last situation is at the pharmacy. They practice asking for medicines, discussing symptoms, and understanding dosage instructions. By learning language in these realistic settings, students are better prepared to use it in real life situations. Like any teaching methods, the oral situational approach has both strength and weakness. For the pros is effective for improving speaking and listening skills through real life practice, uses meaningful context, making learning more engaging, more flexible than the audiolingual methods. And the cons of this approach is relies heavily on repetitions and memorization, limiting creativity, does not emphasize students' interactions or free conversations, requires skilled teachers who are fluent in the target language. Despite these limitations, this approach played an important role in the evolution of language teaching methods. To summarize our material today, the oral situational approach emerged as a reaction to the reading approach, focusing on speaking and listening skills. It was influenced by direct approach principles, Freudian linguistics, and the experiences of the British educators. Unlike the Unlike the audiolingual approach, it emphasized real-life situations rather than repetitive drills. While it has some limitations, it was an important step toward more communicative methods and language teachings. I think that's all for our material today. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.